YouTube, what's going on? Horse Racing Gamer here. Welcome back to Gallop Racer 2003. We're getting right into today's episode because I'm technically recording this in the same day that you guys watched the last one. Follow her lead. She is looking great. So excited for her future. She runs 5 to 7 on the dirt, so we're going to go ahead and get her into an open. Going to continue to kind of pace ourselves with her. Figure if we can get a couple of open wins, we'll kind of move her up. Indian Tiger, he'll be making his debut this year. I did terrible on the stamina training with him. I would like to get better at that, but at the same time, I don't even know if it's worth it. Away she goes. She finished strong as well. I'm excited for her future. They want her to run in the Tokyo Queen Cup. I totally think she can actually handle that, so let's go ahead and do that for her. Central Marlin, I think I finally figured him out. And you know what's crazy? In my freaking spreadsheet, I didn't have it highlighted. It was like on a different part of the page. I had where his spurt was supposed to start. I have 1.4 furlongs. Remember in the last episode, I said that, you know, it's clear that you have to get him going with only like a furlong and a half left. I literally had that in my notes, but it wasn't necessarily next to his name. Like, what a waste of a year with him, because I'm bombing, you know, races with him. Did it say we were going to have a handicap? But I'm bombing races with him just for not having my notes organized. Like, how ridiculous, you know? So, I hope to have a much better year in this season. This will be year 5 in this game. We still have so long to go. We're like in year 24, I think, in Gallop Racer 2004, 22. We're over 20 years in that game. We're not even over a decade here in 2003 in this game. So we have a long way to go. Central Marlin's up. Better odds. I said I was going to stick him to opens, but I think now that I know what to do, pretty good feel. We got Courtly Duo in here. We have a Chili Chief, another good horse, Tidy Gamble, Big Dummy. Pretty solid horse. Blues Chiefs, Shady Carol. But I feel more confident now. I do. I feel much more confident knowing now, really, where I should have had him all along. And again, I had it in my notes. It wasn't near his name. Like, my 2003 notes are kind of sporadic. I probably need to reorganize them better, clearly. Perfect start for Central. Wow. That, like, never happens. Let's go. All right. Let's try to do well here today. Like I said, now that I know when he needs to get going, I shouldn't struggle with that anymore. I really shouldn't. Now, I want to make sure that obviously we're not going to get blocked or be in any weird positions, but yeah, this should be okay. Again, got to get him going really late, though. That's the problem. I don't like our spacing, so I'm going to move him right now just to make sure I can kind of have a nice outside trip. Yep. I'm going to move him out because we know how these horses are going to do. We have to start him really late. It's kind of crazy. There we go. Let's go. It's going to be a really... Oh, Revolution. No way. I have that in my notes as well. We're going to lay on the whip because we have a Revo. Can we get to the wire in time? No, it's not going to be in time. But look at the speed. That's... It's such a weird thing with him because you have to start so late. And granted, I should have probably been closer to the front. We finished higher than we were supposed to, but we could have won that race. If I have him closer to the front, we're not going to have as much ground to cover, and we're winning that race. I'm so close with Central Marlin. I'm telling you it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it. I know I was considering retiring him early and just kind of giving up on him. I can't do that. I can't give up on a horse. I can't. I can't do it yet. We're so close with him. So close. Man. I mean, I'll keep him in the G3s for now. We really could have won that race. I was just too far back. But seriously, the Rebel kicked in at like 1.2 furlongs. It's so long, man. It's so long that you kind of have to wait. And it's exactly, again, why it's imperative I have to keep him much closer to the front. Because, again, we're winning that race if he's, 3 lengths closer. Anyways, we'll get back to him later. Away she goes. She's up middle of the field as expected in this grade 3. I'm wondering if I should just stick her to opens. You know what I mean? Maybe just try to stack a couple of wins with her. Violet Deanna. You guys remember that name. She is the mare or the filly, I should say, in Gallop Racer 2004 that I'm developing. She doesn't have great odds here today, but she does much better in that game for us. I'm excited for her. I still think she'll be a solid S eval horse once she's at her peak. So it's cool to see her running against her today. Away she goes. Let's try to finish in the top 5 as always. Money place finishes is what we need. Granted, there's not really goals in this game. You can kind of finish wherever you want, but of course, and again, perfect starts. It's not usual for me to constantly get perfect starts on the horse, but clearly it's working with her, and I'm not complaining. It doesn't happen that often where I'm getting perfect starts with my horses, you know? It doesn't happen that often. Now, she's running a little bit harder than I would like her to. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure we're at the front. She really does have, she has a very strong heart, and I love that about this filly. She's 4 years old now. I still would like to retire her, obviously, for breeding. I think she's balanced. I think she'll be better than, I forgot who she'll be replacing between Special Silence and the other mare. I can't remember her name. Or Lost Sun? I think she'll be replacing Lost Sun. Because Lost Sun has given us okay foals, but Special Silence with Follow Her Lead. Special Silence has given us the best foal with Follow Her Lead, the other filly that we have. So I definitely want to keep her, and I don't think it's worth keeping Lost Sun anymore. Away she goes. She's okay. She's okay right now. Okay, we got to get her going. Let's get her going. Let's see if we can shoot this gap right here. Okay. Not going to go on the whip just yet. Now we're going to push. Now we're going to push. She's struggling a little bit. May have gotten her going a little bit too late here today. It's fine. I think that was still going to be a tough race for her in general. Let's see where she finishes. 8th? I think it was 8th. No, 9th. Yep. Yep. Should have gotten her going a little bit sooner. We were supposed to finish 9th. We finished 9th. Stretch double S. Apparently I did the best I could. That's hilarious. According to the game, I did the best I could when it came to the stretch. That's really funny. Because I feel like I started too late. It is what it is. Really hungry. I only ate a little bit earlier. I'll probably eat after this recording. We have a long way to go. I just realized my jockey eval. We're 51 on everything except for stretch, and a lot of that is because of Central Marlin. Unfortunately. I don't like to put my horse under, throw my horse under the bus, but I gotta, call it for what it is. The constant D ranks we got with him were not great. We're racing in the snow here today. That's fun. Follow her lead. She's up, and she has a chance. We're expected to finish 5th, which we really could win this race if we run it right. She looks good to go. I love her. I love the way she looks, man. Follow her lead. She is really, really excited for her future. I don't know when she's going to peak. I don't know what her growth type is. That's the weird thing about Gallop Racer Originals in this game. It doesn't tell you their growth type. It only does that for like the actual original. It does that for the horses that aren't your originals. Horses that you bred in this game, it doesn't tell you what their growth type really is. It's so weird, man. Looking at her data, again, she's still improving. She'll be a solid brood mare just based off of her stats alone. Front runner ability is nice. Auto ability for rough track. Comeback not good. I haven't really dealt with that. Field definitely needs some improvement for sure. I wonder what I should really focus on with her. Because I know I can train temper and guts, but feel is not a category you can train. And her temper hasn't really caused me any issues. Maybe improve her guts a little bit, but she seems like she fights hard. That's the thing. I haven't encountered a race where I felt like she wasn't fighting. You know what I mean? So I don't really know. I mean, I might just stick to speed training, to be honest. Those other categories are already really low anyways. I don't think there's much more we can do to improve them. That much. Why does it always seem like races with her, there's always a horse that's always trying to outrun her, and it's only with her? Like any other horse, we're fine. But it's only with Follow Her Lead that it seems like she has to compete against these other horses just to get to the front. You know what I mean? And I wish she had strong. I wish she had excuse me, not strong heart. Even though that'd be great. I wish she had corner. Last corner leader. Her being a front runner, if she had that combined with this ability, oh my goodness, that would be fantastic. She doesn't have it though. Let's go. Tap in. Tap in. Now that horse on the inside wants to go. I'll move over. I feel weird blocking it. Okay, she's still finishing strong. Oh, she's fighting back here at the wire. Oh, man, I didn't see the 9. I'm like, are we actually going to get 3? It's 3rd place finish. That's another show, I think, for Follow Her Lead. Another solid run for her, man. I know we're not winning, but still, you have to look at just the progression. You have to look at the consistency. Horse that can constantly finish in the top 3. That's good signs of things to come. And we're supposed to finish 7th. You got to keep that in mind, too. We're finishing way higher than where we're supposed to be with her. It's not like she's a favorite and we're not winning. She's not even supposed to be close in these races, and we're still doing very well with her. All right. Well, here we are again with Central Marlin. Let's see if we can get it figured out. I mean, I have, but we need to win. We need to start winning with them. He's still not the favorite. It's so strange. I mean, again, he's a C-ranked horse. He's struggling in grade 3s compared to my other fillies, especially the way she goes. She's been doing better in these type of races compared to Central Marlin. It is what it is. Yeah. I got to make sure I keep him towards the front. That last race with him, we were too far back. We had a Revo. We would have won that if I would have had him closer. So make sure I have to make a conscious effort of keeping him to the front. Second race in a row, we get a perfect start with him. I'll take it. And again, let's make sure we keep him close to the front. But the problem is, because we have to start his spurt late, like, horses are going to pass us in the stretch. Like, that's inevitable. You know what I mean? Because I have to wait so long to even get him going in the stretch. So no matter how close we are to the front, we're still going to get passed. But I guess ideally the goal is just to maybe not completely just fall asleep at the wheel. Like I don't have to get him on the whip early, but I still should kind of continue to move him. Just a little bit, just to keep his speed relatively high. You know? Now we're going to go. Now we're going to go. Let's see what he can do. Revolution again. It's so late. But maybe we can finally get a win. Come on. We're not going to get there in time, are we? We're not. It's such a weird thing to give a horse a revolution so late in the race. It's too late at that point, man. We can't do anything. Don't celebrate, you fool. We came 3rd. That's really weird. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. That's really weird to give a horse a revolution that late in the race. It's like, and we hit double S on everything. That was essentially a perfect race and still couldn't win it. I mean, do I need to keep... I might need to adjust his speed as far as, like, keeping him going a little bit faster. I still don't start the whip till 1.3, 1.4. I've done that now several times. That's clearly when his revolution kicks in. I might need to still keep him towards the front a little bit better. I'm not sure about this one. Let's train and see. You know what? Don't be such a Debbie Downer, bro. Have some hope. Have some faith. My goodness. Gallop Racer mascot is so annoying sometimes. He can be really positive and uplifting or just completely, just be just a negative Nancy. Like, nobody wants to be around that type of person. Let's try to do better this time. I did awful the previous time. The left analog stick I can't get. I don't know what it is about it I cannot do. I'm not rotating enough or whatever. And I know I missed that. It's fine. It's going to be another bad rating. The right whip, you see I can do perfectly. It's the left analog stick I'm not good with for whatever reason. It's not good, man. It's better, but still, that's not good enough. I need 70s. I need at least 70s. It is what it is. I'm gonna have to improve doing that some way. Shut up, man. I think we could have done better on that. I think we could have done better. I don't know what to tell you, but I think we could have done better. Now, we can extend the course for 30 Gs. I mean, what else am I really going to use my money for? That's all of our money, though. Maybe I should save it. Stamina. So I can practice, or will I just be doing this with Indian Tiger? Maybe that's the case. No, I can practice. All right. Well, let me practice one more time. Okay. Ah, so annoying. I'm not rotating it correctly, clearly. I just don't know what I'm doing wrong. I always miss that. I always will. I'm not rotating it enough. I just realized. With my right analog stick, I rotated it much more. 64, though. Is that really the best I can do in that? I guess it is, huh? Mid-60s. We're stam. That's a problem. That means I'm really probably not going to do that training in the beginning of, like, my 2-year-old's racing career. I'm just going to have to just do other categories and have the AI do the automated stamina training once we get there. It's kind of a bummer. I'm not going to lie to you, but... Follow her lead. This will be her 5th race coming up. She's already got 2 shows. She's still developing. 5 to 7 on the dirt. It's going to be a while before she races again, though. That's kind of annoying. Yeah, let's see if we can find her something between then. No. Well, I'm going to have to find her a race that's not an ideal distance. Like 8 furlongs. It's not ideal, but it's the best thing we can do for her. Otherwise, it'll be too long before she races again. All right, Central. Like, bro, you're so frustrating. I'm gonna drop him in class, race him in an open. We probably will have a handicap, but whatever. Like, I would like to, like I said, stack some wins with him. Most importantly. The Grade 2 Kyoto Queen Cup. I mean, I think she can handle that. She has strong heart. Just try to activate that last corner leader in that race, and she should be okay. Central Marlin. Got to figure it out, man. And again, when I say figure it out, I mean, I just have to find the perfect timing. Clearly, the revolution kicks in at 1.3, 1.4. I've done that several times, but you need to keep them closer towards the front. We're like the 3rd favorite here today. I mean, we should be able to win this if I can tap into that revolution again. It's just the revolution just kicks in so late, man. That's the problem. It's too late. Another perfect start with him. Gotta win, man. Gotta win with this horse. He's raced 30 times. We only have 2 wins with him. That you know, despite him being a late developing horse, that's not good enough. It's really not. Because there's a lot of races we should have won with him and we haven't. Now, that's also the unfortunate thing. But I'm not going to give up on him. It's been a very roller coaster ride. Up and down roller coaster ride. But I'm not going to give up. And I guess I'm just going to have to manage his speed more. Like, I'm really going to have to, like, tap on the directional pad more with him. Just to keep his speed higher. That's the problem. We're dropping too much. Ah, gosh, I didn't even bump you. Get out of here, man. Now, this is better. This is better. Okay, let's go. No revolution this time. It's fine. And not a good result. Central Marlin, so frustrating, man. I feel like I'll have it figured out with him, and then it just doesn't happen. Now, we did bump a horse. I don't know if that's going to hurt us or not. Stretch was B. I mean, we were double S on everything else. It's unbelievable just how inconsistent he has been. Man, oh man, it just... I don't know. Maybe this will be him at his peak. Just seems like such a waste. I was really hopeful for him. 31 meets and only 2 wins. It's just unbelievable. And 74 speed. And you only see his speed in his revolutions. They want him at a grade 1. I'm not doing that. What's the point? I can't even figure out his races under regular conditions. I'm going to race him in an open. He is not an open horse. He's better than that. But we can't do better than that. I don't know. He might be worth retiring. I hate the idea of giving up on him too soon, but it's frustrating now. I just kind of at a point I'd rather just get a better horse. A horse that's not going to be frustrating like he's been, is what I'm trying to say. Like I said, stats-wise, I mean, he's okay for breeding. Like, he'll be better than our second stud, Only Ocean. He's much better than him, so I might as well retire him for that. I'll give him... I'm conflicted, guys. I really am. I don't want to give up on him, but I just feel like now it's becoming kind of a waste to keep him. Because we've raced him 30 times. I can't remember the last time I raced a horse as much as Central Marlin and didn't have hardly any success. Like, it's been... I don't recall when's the last time I've dealt with that. You know what I mean? 30 races and only 2 wins. Despite him being a late developing horse. Like, I can't recall having that many opportunities and then just it not working. And again, it's very clear his revolution kicks in at about 1.3, 1.4 longs left. It's very clear I have to start his spurts late. And then sometimes he just he doesn't go anywhere. You know, he just doesn't seem like he has heart. I guess that's my real problem with him. He doesn't really fight. Like, if he's losing, he's throwing in the towel, you know? That seems to be the story with him. That seems to be the story with him. Once he throws in the towel, he throws in the towel. And then there's just no more fight with him, you know? That is really my biggest issue with Central Marlin. And I'm just kind of now at a point where I'm like, maybe it's just not worth it. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Follow her lead. That was more of a struggle of a race. That did not go over well. 9th. I'm pretty sure we were supposed to finish higher than that. I did start later. We were supposed to finish 8th, yeah. Wasn't a great result for her, fortunately. I think I'm going to give Central Marlin one more race, man. I said I wouldn't give up on him. I don't want to. But, you know, because you're limited with space in this game, I would just... I would prefer to have another horse in his slot. You know? It's unfortunate. I wasn't expecting to have such, you know, low success with him. I wasn't expecting him to be a headache of a horse to deal with half the time. But that's just how it's gone. And like I said, we've raced him so much, and to only have won twice, despite him being a late developing horse, that's not good enough. You know, and again, I don't like giving up on horses, so I've tried to stick it out with him and still give him a chance, because who knows? Maybe he still is going to take another year to develop, but it's a waste at this point. He's just wasting space. Might as well just retire him and use him for breeding. Maybe that's the best thing for him right now. Because as far as racing is concerned, it's too frustrating. Like, the fillies are doing fine. You know? The fillies are doing fine. Like, neither of them, technically, as far as a ranking are concerned, are better than Central Marlin, but they are both doing way better than he's been doing his whole racing career. You know? So I'm just kind of at a point now where I'm just like, yeah, I would like to have a better horse in his slot, in his spot, I should say, if you know, it's just going to be too much of a hassle. And that's the thing. It just feels like it's a hassle now with him. It's just becoming a hassle. We're not winning. You know, that's the thing. We're not winning. He doesn't really show heart. So, you know, I'm a little concerned for breeding if I do retire him for that. I don't want foals that inherit that type of characteristic, of course. Way she goes. It's a grade 2. Let's see how she fights, man. Let's see how she fights. What she always does. She always does. And we can whip with her a lot more. That's so weird. What ability is that in this game? She finishes 6th. I don't think that's going to be any money for us, but we can whip with... And that's another thing. Like, Central Marlin, I have to whip... I mean, it's like 3 times with him, and then, you know, it just... It's so timey with him. So timey. I'm just disappointed, man. It's a horse I really enjoyed playing with in Gallop Racer 3, and just clearly it's not translating here in this game. And I probably should have just walked away from it earlier. I really should have. And I think his race is all the way in March, though. If I want to use him for breeding this year, can I scratch him? Yeah, I'm going to scratch him from that race. I'm going to race him one more time. No, breeding starts in April, right? Not March. Why am I thinking March? Man. Yeah, I thought breeding started in March. I don't know why I thought that. Ignore me, peeps. Away she goes. She's kind of stagnated. Her speed hasn't really increased. So maybe she's I wonder if she's at her peak as far as that's concerned. Let's do 9.5 furlongs Hiroshima. Should work for her. Follow her lead. Let's get her going again. It's going to be a while before she races again, unfortunately. Could race her in that G3 Marine Cup in Nagano, because it's going to be way too long before she's ready to go again, unfortunately. 8 furlongs is a furlong over her distance, but she should be okay with that. Yeah, I'm going to give Central Marlin one more race. I recommend speed training. I'm sure you do, but you know what? So, guts. And trust is speed. Temper is just temper. Stamina I suck at. Let me try guts training. I think this is difficult. I think I did this once and I realized it was pretty challenging and I never did it again. Let's see. Indian Tiger, I don't really know what he's going to be good at. Like I said, I'm trying to focus more on stamina with him because I haven't done that with any of my originals yet. But, let's see. Getting excellence do help out a lot. Ah, easy miss. Finally, I got an excellent on that. I missed that all the time. 83. Let's go. Nice. All right. Well, we haven't done temper training yet. Maybe I'm thinking about temper training. That actually wasn't... what I just did now for guts training wasn't difficult. What am I thinking about? Good job. Training is tricky. Yada, yada, yada. Blah, 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 blah. Shut up. All right, we're in March. Yeah, I don't know why I thought breeding started in March in this game. It's really funny. Yeah, Central Marlin, I'm gonna give one more race. I just, I can't. Taking up a spot for another horse that I can acquire. And yeah, for whatever reason, it's not working for him. And the thing is, like, if you look at him as far as his file, nothing really gives it away that he's kind of a hassle to deal with. And I'll show you guys when we race with him next time up what I mean specifically. Way she goes again. She's never really the favorite. She's always expected to finish middle of the road. Again, let's try to have a solid result with her. That's all we can really do. Not a perfect start, but we'll work with it. We'll work with it with her for now. Why did the AI do that? This horse was already to the inside. He went to the outside. He or she went to the outside just to come back inside. Doesn't make sense. I'm going to keep away she goes right here. She seems to do better with earlier spurts in the stretch, unlike Central Marlin. So I am going to have to make sure I get her going. Not to mention that gives her the ability to tap into last corner leader. So I'll have to try to do that in this race. Yeah, it's frustrating with Central Marlin, man. It really is. Because he's a solid horse if you can get it together. In this game, it just, for whatever reason, it doesn't work. Like, I'm pretty sure I used him in Gallop Racer 2004 and he was fine. You know what I mean? I'm positive through our playthrough on Gallop Racer 2004, I played with Central Marlin and he was fine. In this game, he's difficult for whatever reason. I don't know why, but he's very difficult in this game. Now, we're in a weird spot here. I can't really move. I'm not trying to bump this horse. Ah, weird spot. Really weird spot. Can't move. That's annoying. That's annoying, because I definitely could have gone to the front, but we were in such a weird spot. We were just stuck. Because stupid AI, that's the same jockey that moved his horse to the outside for no reason and then moved him back in. That's frustrating. What are you going to do, though? Supposed to finish 11th. We finished 8th. Can't complain, but that could have been much better. Way better. So I think we're going to be up with Central Marlin here. His last race, because I'm just kind of over it at this point. I don't want to give up on him, but, you know, we're retiring him from breeding. I hope he'll be a good sire. That's all I can really hope for. I run second favorite here today, of course. Doesn't mean we're going to win, but, you know, we'll see. Is Laughing Hawk in this race? Did I see that right? No, Laughing Quartet. Okay, thought it was Laughing Hawk. All right, let's, you know what? I'm actually going to bet on myself here today. I'm going to do a show. What number are we? Number 1. All right, let's just do a show bet. Even if he wins this race, like, I still don't even want to continue to use him, to be honest. I don't feel like it'll be worth it. It's too frustrating. We've had too many races with him. I was trying to be hopeful, but, you know, it is what it is. He may not be great in this game compared to the other ones. He just might be much more of a struggle to use in this game. It is what it is. Now, he doesn't want to be leading, so I'm trying to hold him back a little bit. Okay. Just stay right here. Don't lead. Just stay right here. We have good positioning here. And, yeah, he's not supposed to be in front. I'm trying not to keep him in front. Not leading, I should say. He definitely needs to stay towards the front because stamina has been kicking our butt with him quite a bit. Not stamina, I mean, but just the late stretch bursts. Did that horse move all the way to the inside? Why do they do that? I hate the AI in this game. They're pretty annoying. I mean, he doesn't have any heart. I don't care if I see that horse symbol. He really has no heart at the end of it. That's disappointing, man. He's not the same in this game as he is in other games. It is what it is. I tried. Probably tried too much, to be honest. I probably should have just walked away a while ago. This Gallop Racer mascot can't make up his mind. 1 minute the horse is not looking good, then we're making progress. Like, shut up, bro. I'm going to do temper training.
Three, two, one, go.
Let's see how this goes. Oh, yeah, this is the one. This is the one that was more tricky. Ah! It's like Dance Dance Revolution. I suck at that game. Ah! Ugh! It's so tricky, man. It's just timing. You just don't get enough time. Ugh! Temper training is what I suck at. I knew it was something. I just couldn't remember what. I'm sure if I did it more, I'd be okay. And that's going to be like, what, a 50? 64, wow. Yeah, okay, so I'm staying away from that. For sure. Stupid mascot's going to have something ignorant to say. Ah, should have been better, could have done better. Shut up, you are not helpful at all. Fall has been born, it's April. Yay. Beautiful. Beautiful. Filly or colt? It's a girl. I had a feeling it was a filly. All right, let me get my notebook so I can actually use one of your names. Actually, no, this is a perfect time to use a name from Abigail. I do recall. I was going to use one last episode, but that was for a colt. Let's do Ditsy Doo. I've been wanting to use that for a foal for a while. Haven't had the chance. Ditsy Doo be the name of this foal. And, I forgot spaces are like here. It's so weird. Ditsy Doo. Awesome. Beautiful looking foal. And I like that you get to see the foals born with the mothers. I think that's a really special touch in this game. Breeding season has officially begun. Central Marlin, I can't anymore. I tried. His speed is dropping. So, wow, he was at his best last year. That's... Horses can't be retired before peak. So he hasn't hit his peak. So I can't even retire him for breeding yet. Are you... Oh, wow. That's a... Okay. That's really annoying. Where does Special Silence go? I may only own 6 horses. Oh, no. Special Silence is the Ditsy Doo horse. I forgot. Oh, my... Wow. So, Central Marlin, he can't be retired before his peak. What about... So away she goes. She's technically hit her peak. I can retire her any day now if I wanted to. And I would replace her with Lost Sun. Even though I know Special Silence is the better. Or let me start over. I'm going to replace Lost Sun because she hasn't given us great foals. Special Silence, I think, has so far. Even though her rank is worse. Central Marlin still hasn't hit his peak. Oh my gosh. It's frustrating to keep him at this point. Like, I would like to use him for breeding. That's why I'm frustrated. I could care less about retiring him early, but I still would like to use him for breeding. For his speed. But you know what? Is it even worth it? It's not, is it? It's not even worth keeping him for that. I'm over it. You know what? I'm just going to get rid of him. Whatever, bro. Whatever, man. Just going to get rid of him. Because, like, he doesn't have any abilities. I wanted to use him for that. We can get Odd Trigger or Wild Expert. These are just regular horses. But, of course, we can get special ones. And we have enough money, thankfully. There's Big Type Crimson Art. That's a solid horse. Sedate Bird. Not bad. We need another double S horse for sure. I'm going to actually study these horses. So here's Big Type. Growth Type is Sustained, which means he'll be consistent. 72 Guts. I like that. 62 Response. And he runs 7 to 15, and he's a dirt horse. That is fantastic. I might get him. I've never really used him before. Crimson Art is also solid, though. 84 Response, 90 or 79 Health. Sustained, 8 to 15 on the dirt. But no, I like Big Type better. His stats are definitely better for speed and stamina. Exciting Trigger, nothing special. Fine Song. 6 to 15, even longer distance on the dirt. Sustained Growth Type. No abilities, but 72 speed. 79 braking, 78 feel. Front runner. Oh, man. This is going to be tricky. Major Cyclone. Another great 6 to 15 sustained growth type horse, 87 guts. That's really tempting. No abilities, though. None of these horses really have any abilities. Big Type doesn't have one. That's the horse I was looking at the most. Fine Song isn't bad either. Major Cyclone is looking pretty tempting. Noel Angel. 8 to 13, dirt horse. Oh, man. This is tough. This is really tough. Noel Angel costs 92k. Major Cyclone's only 63. I mean, with Major Cyclone, especially for a cult, I would like that. I would like to have a solid stud long term. The filly, Noel Angel, she's solid as well. I mean, 83 speed and 71 stamina. Compare that to Major Cyclone, 74 speed, 63. But look at the other stats as well. And I like the sustained growth type. That means she could be great, or he can be great for a long time. Like, he's not going to have like a major drop-off with the sustained growth type. You know what I mean? Noel Angel, she will peak after a while. I'm going to get Major Cyclone. I really like the way this horse looks. Feel is not great. And he has such a wide... He can run in 6 to 15 furlongs. That's hard to beat. Can't get him anyways because my positioning is 2 points off. What about Noelle Angel? Definitely can't get her. Oh, I forgot about that. That's a bit annoying. Wild Expert is not bad. Can't get him. I forgot about this. Oh, that's annoying. I mean, who am I even going to be able to get? I was looking at Big Type, Crimson Art, nah. Fine Song, maybe. Positioning, rating, I'm not... Okay, this is annoying. That's so annoying, man. Like, position. Naked Love. No, I'm not getting him. 18 power. That's a joke. I really want a Major Cyclone. I'm 2 points off of positioning. I mean, the unfortunate thing is our position rating has been stuck at 51 for a while. I really want another horse now. I don't know if this horse is still going to be here. I don't want to wait. No. Crimson Art. No, man. It's not a horse I want. And how much does this horse cost? 50K. Big Type would have been nice. That's really annoying, man. That's really, really annoying. I know that's a thing in this game, like any other game, but just that we're so close, and it sucks, man. It does really suck. Today, Bird. Position. That ability is killing us. I mean, that rating. Yeah. Direct number, 5 to 8, sustained. That's really obnoxious. I don't know what to do. I really want... I need a new horse. And I want a double S horse. I don't want to settle for anything less than that. But I can't get the horses that I want. So, like, this sucks. Sucks. And the thing is, getting a better horse will help me improve those ratings. I'm confident in that. So it's like... Alright, here's what we're going to do. I think I'm going to get Crimson Art, was it? Sustained growth type, 8 to 15 furlongs on the dirt. He can kind of run. He's flexible with the front. His response is good. His health is good. But everything else is really average. Closer ability, that's kind of nice. Crimson Art, 50K. You know what? I'll take the chance. I want another double S horse. So let's see what Crimson can do for us. And run him in this open. This Central Marlin just driving me nuts. Couldn't do it with him anymore. Well, it is breeding time. Will I even be able to breed? I just thought about that because we don't have any slots available. Too many horses, yeah. You see, I want to use Best Hunter because I thought we used him and we haven't. So what I could do, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I think what I can retire... I don't want to retire Away She Goes too early, but I do want to breed this year. Because I would like to get another solid horse with Best Hunter. Yeah, it's the only bad thing about this game. Only giving you the option to have 6 horses. That's really kind of whack, man. It's really stupid. It looks like there's nobody else I can retire. We have 2 foals that we can't do anything with. We just acquired Crimson Art. Indian Tiger's training. Follow Her Lead is still doing well. And Away She Goes. I mean, she's still E-ranked. I don't know where her growth type is. I don't know if she's late developing or what. Sure, I could retire her early and make space. I don't really want to do that necessarily. But you know what? I'm going to. I'm going to replace Lost Sun. Why not? Oh, C ranked. She's actually C ranked eval. I kind of had a feeling she would be, to be honest, though. I'm happy to see that. So, like, if we look at the parents here, away she goes. She's actually C ev. That's fantastic. Maybe it was a good idea to retire her early. And look at abilities. She has Strong Heart, last corner leader. She comes from Only Ocean and Lost Sun. She definitely, I think she performed better than her mother. Yeah, C eval, C classification. That's good. That means, like, our races with her and our performances were good enough to give her these eval rankings. This is what I talk about in these videos when it comes to, like, breeding for me personally. Even if it means, like, we're not dominating, winning grade 1s. Like, as long as we're having good, consistent performances, it does help the horse's eval for breeding. And like I said, we haven't used Best Hunter yet as for anything. He has Solo Runner. She has Strong Heart and Last Corner Leader. They could really produce a solid original. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Like I said, it feels a little bit weird retiring her early, but clearly, she was past her peak, I guess. I think she probably would have had a sustained growth type. I feel like we could have raced her for a while. But I'm okay with this. I'm okay. Let's see what we get. So there it is. Best Hunter, our stud on the left. B eval, A classification. Away she goes, our mare on the right. C eval, C classification. Both dirt horses, both like middle distances. Both like to run towards the front. Growth type for her is average. His growth type is early. And abilities, we should have a decent foal. I hope it works out. Well, yeah, I do too. Mate successful. Awesome. Foal expected next April. Fantastic. Really excited for that foal. I think that's going to be our best foal to date. Now, looking at who we currently have, Ditsy Doo, just born. Beautiful looking filly there. Pale Moon, 1-year-old. 3-star potential still. So, he could be okay. He comes from Only Ocean and Lost Sun. Again, I think he's like the 4th foal from that pairing. But yeah, I'm excited for next year. I think we're finally going to start kind of moving upwards. We just acquired double S ranked horse Crimson Art. Got rid of Central Marlin. Follow Her Lead is doing well. Indian Tiger, I have no idea what he's really going to be capable of. Hopefully he'll be solid. Yeah, it really does suck you can only have 6 horses in this game, but it is what it is. Crimson Art, hopefully he'll produce some decent results here for us. And he should be up here today. But I think we made the right decision retiring Away She Goes early. I mean, we were able to race with her for a year and a half. It's fine. I really wanted to get rid of Lost Sun. I was kind of sick of using her as a broodmare, so it's fine. And we have our other filly, Follow Her Lead, who's better anyway. So I think it works out. Speaking of Follow Her Lead, she's up here today. And we're expected to finish 3rd, so we could win this if we run this right. Yeah, let's see what she does. Hopefully we can. I would love to get a win with her. And again, I'm all about consistent performances, even if we're not winning these races. As you can see, Follow Her Lead. I mean, she has a chance to turn out solid, I hope. Perfect start. But with the way she goes, the filly that we just retired and used for breeding now as a mare, we only won a couple races with her, but we did finish consistently in the money quite a bit. So I think that really helped give her those better evals, and hopefully we'll see once the foal is born next year, and as the foal continues to mature to its 2-year-old season, I'm hoping we'll see the potential of that. Best Hunter, obviously, will help, and Away She Goes technically is our best broodmare, so it's good to know that finally, already I should say, we have been able to get a Gallop Racer original with Away She Goes, and we've retired her. And she is our best broodmare to date now with C eval and C classification in year 5 of this playthrough. I mean, that's good stuff so far. So I'm looking forward to the future. Follow Her Lead. She's still well. I'm not going to get her going yet. Now we're going to roll with her. Now we're going to roll. And the 8 is coming. Revolution. Let's go. This should be a win. This should be a win. The 8 is still coming. Finish strong, girl. Finish strong. She's going to get her grade 3 win Follow her lead. I think we're just going to get there. She gets her first grade 3 win. Let's go. Again, I made the right decision retiring. Away she goes a little bit early because we have a new filly ready to take her spot, and she's clearly the better of the two. Follow her lead, gets a G3 win. Let's freaking go. That is a fantastic start to the year for her. Let's go. So happy of that result. Awesome. Awesome. Let's go ahead and watch that back here. Fantastic result there for Follow Her Lead. And speed training has clearly worked for her because you can see that coming to fruition during her races. That was a really easy ride with her as well. We were able to keep her to the front. We didn't have to struggle much with her. We had a great start. Got her to the front early, established and kept that position, and most importantly, we didn't have to wait to get our spurt going until really late. She kicks into her revolution and wins her first grade 3. That is fantastic, man. More of that to come. Genuinely, I believe. I told you we were going to get one with her soon, and that's a good start, man. You always got to take baby steps. It's only year 5 of this game in our playthrough, so that's a good start for her, especially as a Gallop Racer original. Really good start. Really good start for Follow Her Lead. Down the stretch we come here. There she goes. Revolution kicked in. Fantastic stuff. That was really close, man. Really had to keep on her at the end, but she was able just to hold off. She was able to hold off. Fantastic stuff. I'm really happy of that result. We were supposed to finish 3rd. We got the win. Great stuff. It's exactly what we needed. It's a good start here. Really happy of that result, man. I really am. She's a really fun filly to race on. So, that's a good thing about this game. The fillies have been good for us, you know. Unlike Gallop Racer 2004 where it's been hit or miss. Finally, my other jockey rank evals are going to start going up. We need more of that for sure. I think Crimson Art is going to be up today, and he is. Yeah, great. So Follow Her Lead. She is raced 6 times. She's already finished in the top 3 times. Gets her first G3 win in the Marine Cup. Which, let's see what the real counterpart to that race is. That was the equivalent of, well, it's actually the Marine Cup. That's actually the real name of the race. Cool. All right. Great win. Look at her stats here. 80 braking, 79 power, 70 speed. That's incredible. Oh, she does come from Special Silence. Okay. I didn't think we already... Duh. I didn't think we had a foal with him yet. Wow, we do. So Special Silence... Or excuse me, Special Silence is the mare. Only Ocean was the stud. Special Silence is who I'm thinking of. That's incredible. I'm getting the horses' names confused. I'm so sorry. Only Ocean was the stud that we used, the sire, and Special Silence is the mare, the other mare that we still have now with the way she goes. Her, again, remember, her ranking was worse than Lost Sun, who we just moved out of the pasture. But look at what look at what Special Silence has been able to help us produce. Lost Sun has been a very average, sire. The Special Silence, she was considered worse, and look at what she's given us. 70 speed here for Follow Her Lead. And again, power and braking. I didn't expect those abilities to be that high. That's fantastic, man. And she only has one ability for front runner. But she's got the speed and she's got the power and the braking clearly. Really, really happy with that, man. I wasn't expecting her to be this good as far as her stats are concerned. Her important stats. Yeah, some of her stats aren't great, but it's a solid start for her, man. And again, she'll be a great horse to retire. I will put her in an open. Again, I'm all about race performances in this game. Like, whoever I can race in grade 1s with, I will race in grade 1s with. But if they can't do it, it's fine. Because I think I'm proving that as long as you have good results, good, consistent results in this game, that does help your horse's breeding profile. And that's what's important to me. That's what I want. That's going to help us to create better horses and eventually create the Gallop Racer Originals that are going to be G1 winning horse title, horse of the year, whatever horses, It starts with getting consistent results with the horses that we have now. They're building the foundation for the future. Now, Crimson Art, he's up here today. Not good odds. Not good odds. I'm kind of surprised, actually. I was hoping we'd be the favorite or close to it. It's not the case, so let's see what he does here.
The horses are in the gate. And
Perfect start.
that was a beautiful start.
All right. Now, it's oh, he gets to the front pretty quick. Lovely. That's fantastic to know. I don't have to struggle with him when it comes to trying to... Oh, whoa, 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 what happened? I didn't even touch anything. His speed just dropped. Yeah, wow, he really can get to the front pretty quickly. His speed does drop, though, quite a bit. Okay, that's a little bit concerning. It's a little concerning. Yeah, I know positioning is bad. It's fine. Okay. Well, I haven't raced with him in this game yet. This is my first time, so that's fine. We'll adjust to that accordingly. This might be the last race of the episode. I didn't realize I've been recording for almost an hour. This game has been fun, despite some of the frustrations with Central Marlin and stuff. I've really been enjoying myself. And again, I really want to get further in this game, so... blocking me. Are you kidding me? Why go out that far? It doesn't even make sense. Really does not make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. All right, let's see what Crimson can do here. Like I said, it's my first race with him. I'm still going to have to get used to how he runs. This is going to be... That's going to be like 6, I think. 7th. We're supposed to finish 8th. Stretch was double S, so that's good. Okay. We'll work with it. We'll work with it. Again, his growth type is sustained, and then there's no chart, so I don't know when he's really supposed to be at his peak yet. It is a downside. Okay. I've been talking about this whole video. This mascot has been the most contradictory fool I've encountered in this game in a while. 1 minute, horse doesn't look good. Then horse is looking good. Then not so good. Then looking good. And now looking good again. Like, make up your mind, bro. I'm going to do guts training again. That was actually fun to do, and... yeah. I know my goal was to do stamina, but... I'm just kind of... I'm being flexible with Indian Tiger again. I didn't really have any serious goal with him. I do want his stamina to be better than our other originals. So if I have a chance to do one more stamina training, I will. But I don't know if I'll have another chance after this. We'll see. Ah! How did I miss that? Okay, let's see. Ah, come on, man. It was right there. Are you kidding? What? Still got a 70. That's not bad. What? It's, it is what it is. The training is kind of... It's a little iffy here, but it's fine. It's fine. I don't really know what his potential... I forgot what his potential was going to be anyway. Of course you thought we could have done better. You were... whatever, bro. Alright, so we may have another month to train him, hopefully. I'm not sure, I can't remember. Crimson Art. Yep. Hong Kong. He's only 3 years old, though. He still may not peak for another 2 years, so... There's nothing really to be concerned about. I mean, his speed is not great. His stamina isn't great. But he only costs, what, 50k? He didn't even break the bank that much. So to get him as a double S ranked horse, and as long as we can eventually start to get good results with him once he's at his peak, I mean, we'll be fine. And then we can retire him for breeding, and that'll really help. So I'm not really worried with the Crimson Art. And it felt pretty comfortable running with him in comparison to Central Marlin. I felt much better with him. So who's racing next? Follow her lead? No, Crimson. Okay, yeah. This will be the last race. I wanted to do at least one more. Want to do at least one more. I'm really hungry, man. I don't know what I want to eat. No idea. Alright, so yeah, not great odds again here today, which means he's still developing. He's still not at his best. So that's fine. That's good to know at least. It's still going to take some time. Nothing like Central Marlin. That's the main thing. But yeah, let's... I would like to try to... I would ideally like to finish in the top 3. Let's see if I can make that happen. And our positioning wasn't good with him the last race, so I need to do much better with that this time out. Like, why? They move out just to move in for no reason at all. There's no reason for them to do that. It's so obnoxious. Now, the thing is with Crimson Art, he can run, he can be leading. It is a little bit shaded. You guys might be able to tell, but that arrow is a little shaded. So I probably could run him in the lead and he'd be fine, but I'd prefer not to do that if I don't have to. Especially if it's not mandatory. I think if I keep him right here, he should be okay. I mean, this feels okay. It really does. Now, again, I'm going to want to make sure I have some space. I thought the AI in Gallop Racer 2004 were bad. They're actually worse in this game. They're much more frustrating to deal with in this game compared to that one. There's like no space for me to go. You know what? Screw it. I'm just going to go out here. Here we go. Just going to run out here. It's the only chance I have. Let's see what Crimson can do. See what he can do, man. Furlong left to go. Alright, he's showing some speed here. This is what I want to see. This is all I want to see from Crimson Art. We couldn't do this with Central Marlin for anything. Not even in open races. And that's a 3rd place finish, I think? Or was it 4th? No, that's 3rd. Yes, what I say. All I wanted was to show with him. Top 3 is all I wanted. We hit it. Already turning out to be a better horse than Central Marlin. Which he should be. He's a double S ranked. That's fine. He's still developing. This is what I wanted. This is what I was hoping to have with Central Marlin. Granted, I know he wasn't as good of a horse. I think Central Marlin at his peak would have been... He should have really been A ranked. I think our lack of performances is why he finished as a C ranked horse. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Yeah, follow her lead. She'll be up next time we come back. But before we close out the video... Crimson Art. They want him to run in a grade 3. Alright, that'll be his first graded race. Let's test him. Now, could I retire him now? No, okay. He's not at his peak. I just like checking that just to make sure. Alright, so, not a bad episode. Outside of the Central Marlin shenanigans. I mean, we got a grade 3 win with Follow Her Lead. That's good. Crimson Art, I think, is going to be doing well for us. Very well. And our foals are looking pretty good. Let's actually take a look at them again. Just to show you guys I am playing on hard. I don't think anybody's questioning it. I play all the Gallop Racer games on hard at this point. Can I even see it here? Allows your original horses to appear as rival horses. Oh, I thought you could see it here. Apparently not. Okay. That's weird. What's the point of having settings if you can't actually see like all of your settings? That's weird. Whatever. Alright, let's look at the pasture. Not breeding. I always click that accidentally. So what I wanted to show you guys, something I was talking about earlier, Special Silence. Again, she's a D eval horse. Now, our other mare that we just removed, Lost Sun. Lost Sun was a C ranked eval horse, but, you know, clearly Special Silence is the better one for producing better foals, despite her eval being lower. And the way she goes, again, our Gallop Racer original, she is C eval, C classification. I wasn't expecting her to have those type of ratings, but I'm happy. And again, I think it's because we were pretty consistent with her. Like, we didn't have really bad races with her. She didn't win anything big, but she finished pretty consistently. She finished in the money quite a bit. And I think that helped out a lot. And she has strong heart. We hit that ability pretty much every race with her. We got great starts. So I'm really excited for, you know, her foal with Best Hunter. I think that's going to be a really solid original for us. It should be an S rank, hopefully. Maybe A. Maybe high A, low S rank. That'd be fantastic. Because you're looking at what we have with Follow Her Lead. Follow Her Lead could potentially be a grade 1 horse if we continue to work with her. Now, Only Ocean. He's been okay. I mean, he has good braking and good power. He has been helpful for us in that regards. He has no abilities, but I think he's helped our foals with that ability. In fact, when you want to look at those ratings that he gets for power and braking, which are A, that is what I think Follow Her Lead has. When you look at her stats, or not entry, but stats. Not stats, file. I'm all over the place. Look at her power and braking, 80 and 81. She inherits that from her father. You know what I mean? So that is a good thing about Only Ocean. He was only a C eval. So imagine if we're able to have a foal like this from just a C eval, C classification horse. We could have something even better using Away She Goes. She has the same ranking. She's C eval, C classification. And we've bred her with Best Hunter, who is B eval, A classification, I think. I mean, I'm so excited for that foal. I really am. Because you're looking at what Only Ocean has been able to provide as a sire for his daughter, Follow Her Lead. Those are great ratings, and I think they've helped us. Her speed is 70 finally. So she's got 3 ratings in the yellow. I wasn't expecting her to be this solid for an original. And again, she could be a grade 1 horse, maybe. If those ratings continue to improve, and we continue to work on this training with her, I mean, think about it. She's going to be an awesome broodmare to use as well. Just the future's looking bright, you know? Despite some of the negative qualities and traits of this game, I'm really excited for the future. I really am. And like I said, I've really been enjoying myself. Now, could she be retired now? She can. So can you retire broodmares at any point? Or do they actually have peaks? I'm curious. Now, of course, I'm not retiring her anytime soon because I feel like she still has so much to achieve. So we only have 2 horses now racing. Indian Tiger, he'll be making his debut here soon. Stamina and guts will be pretty high, which is good. So hopefully he'll be a good endurance horse for us. That'll be able to kick in the stretch. Really excited. That's going to do it for today's episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Again, I'm doing these longer episodes because I'm uploading these every other day. It's the best way I can get this content out to you guys consistently. And I know you guys enjoy the longer episodes. And it does make it easier for me to kind of record just by doing longer episodes and not chopping them up so much. I was doing that just to give you more episodes, but I figured the longer one should be fine. And again, I just want to make sure I have enough content to upload every other day. That's my goal right now. Eventually, I may move back to everyday uploads. I just don't have the time, unfortunately. But I'll do it. Appreciate you guys' love and support. Until next time, though, Horse Racing Gamer signing out. Hope you all have a great and fantastic day. I'll see you later, and goodbye.